Come on in, come on in, come on in. Welcome to On the Clock. Mr. Euphoria, the game changer. Come on in, come on in, come on in. As you come to the chat, type the last movie you saw in the movie theater, the city and state you're from, or country you're from. We have some fun facts for you towards the end of the show. If you're single, welcome. If you're divorced, welcome. If you're healing from a breakup, welcome. If you're unexpected widow or widower, welcome. Today's exercise is going to be about what have you learned about yourself from past relationships? And we're going to touch on 4 key points. So I invite each of you to get pen and paper, to get your notepad from your phone to take notes. Make sure you do not type your answers in the chat. This is for your private use only. So please do not type it in the chat. All right. The first point I want you to do is write down the 3 most important things that you need in a relationship. And we're going to put aside attraction. We're going to put aside respect. We're going to put aside financial resources. So we're going to say those 3 are automatic given. And I understand they're always going to be more than likely a lot more than 3, but we just want you to focus on 3, the 3 most important things to you that you need in a relationship. Number 2, are you monogamous or non-monogamous? So the best way to measure that is think about all of your past relationships. If you step out of your relationship to have physical intimacy without your partner's consent, more often than not, then you're likely non-monogamous. So make note of that. Number 3, which financial structure within a relationship did you feel the most peace? Was it in a 50-50 relationship where there were shared finances? It could have been 50-50, 60-40, 70-30. Or it could have been where one person paid all the bills. It could have been you paying all the bills or your partner paying all the bills. Which one of those financial structures did you find the most peace? Number 4, which role within the relationship you found the most peace? Were you the leader in your past relationships more times than not? Or all the time? Where you basically led the relationship, you set up the boundaries, set up the structure, you made all the major decisions, you basically made the rules. Or were you the supporter, where you just basically followed the lead of your partner? Whatever he or she said or did, that's what you went with. You did whatever was necessary to complement the relationship so the relationship could be whole. But maybe you were good at both, being a leader and being a supporter. So maybe you like going back and forth and you felt the most peace doing that. So at whoissheamansdream.com, we believe these are 4 major pillars of a successful, meaningful, long-term, lasting relationship. We believe this is 80% of the work. We've designed a system that's designed to help you find peace in each of these areas. The other 20% is basically you sitting down with the other person over coffee, maybe some drinks or dinner, having a conversation, and seeing if there's any chemistry, any good vibes, good energy, just to reconfirm your alignment with each other. Make sure you're a good match. So, ladies, come find your man. Men, come find your woman. I also want to encourage each of you to share this website, whoissheamansdream.com, with your family members, friends, neighbors, co-workers, colleagues, Any of your single friends or family members that maybe have gone through a divorce, gone through a heartbreak, uh, you know, heartbreak wake up. Um, Maybe they're unexpected widow or widower. So yeah, definitely invite them to the website. Maybe even take them through the exercise that we just went through, and tell them to get a pen and paper or get a notepad out on their phone, and be sure not to ask them about the answers. Respect their privacy. Don't be judgmental, and let them ponder on their answers and enter the experience of the website, register, and begin their journey. So, fun facts. So, about 7 years ago, I ran into someone and I asked them the question, what was the last movie they saw in the movie theater? And the response to me was that they'd never been to a movie theater. So I was taken back by that answer. I didn't know that was a thing. I figured the one of three things normally happen. Either your parents took you when you were little, as a kid, or you went with your friends, or maybe you went on a movie date, or you did all three. So I became curious from that point forward, and I just started randomly asking people, what's the last movie they saw in the movie theater? And over the last 7 years, I've run into 34 people that have never been into a movie theater before in their life. So there you go. Fun fact. Yeah, I definitely believe the streaming service and movie apps, especially post-pandemic, are going to make that more common. Next, I definitely want to make myself a line of communication for those of you that have been through a divorce, um, a so those of you that are healing from a breakup, um, unexpected widow or widower. What I understand, those situations are definitely traumatizing in a lot of cases, more times than not. And not everyone has someone to talk to be able to filter out those emotions and those feelings. So I want to be that line of communication. I want to be that listening ear for you guys. Um, you can reach me on Instagram and TikTok. My handle is 210 underscore Mr. underscore Euphoria. But reach out to me on Instagram, DM me, and then maybe we can set up a 5, 10, or 15-minute phone call just to have some conversation and for me to be your listening ear. We can do a video call on Instagram just to protect everybody's privacy with their phone number. And no, I'm not a counselor. I'm not a licensed therapist. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, you're on the clock. If you want to experience the ultimate relationship high, the highest state of euphoria, I encourage each of you to enter the experience, register, and begin your journey. Euphoria awaits you. Thank you.